So, can you make $100,000 a year cleaning up other people's dog poop? Well, guess what? I'm going to show you that anything is possible with any business that you want to do. The key is you have to have a plan. So in this video, we're going to walk through a dog poop business and how you can build a $100,000 business picking up dog poop. All right, guess what? To make $100,000 in a dog poop business, it's all about frequency and reoccurring business. This is what this business model is built around. So you need to have a plan on how you're going to put it together in order to hit that $100,000. So let's just kind of show you some numbers because I think that's going to give you an idea of what's going to do. So let's just say for an average pickup, it's going to range between $10 and $30. Every area is different. You need to check on it, but it's also about the quality that you do. You don't have to be the cheapest person around, but a lot of people tend to fall within this range based off of the community that you're in. Let's just say one-time pickup, you're just coming in and grabbing some stuff. And then maybe somebody has really neglected it and you're going to have some big cleanups where there's just poop everywhere and you've got to pick it up. So those bigger cleanups might run you between $40, $75. And then when you get into your regular maintenance, those are the cheaper ones. So you kind of keep these numbers in mind. We're just going to pick some numbers somewhere in the middle for our math today, but you need to do your homework in your area and find out what you can charge. But like I said, if you're in an area that's got people with some money, they're going to be on the higher end. And if you are in a community that doesn't have as much money, you might be on the lower end, but never underestimate what somebody will have you do when you're solving the pain point where they can't do it themselves. Because remember, we have big dogs, we have little dogs, and that's something you have to keep in mind as well, because picking up a bunch of little Yorkie poo is very different than picking up big German Shepherd poo. So the dollars will play into that as well, based off of what you have to pick up. Now, this is all about frequency. Remember, are you going to be going to that house weekly, every other week, monthly? What's that frequency looking like? Every customer is going to be different, so you might have a different plan for each of them based off of their particular dogs. Big dogs picked up more often. Little dogs could probably stretch out a little bit. So let's do some math, shall we? Let's see how we can get to our $100,000. Let's just say that over time, you're not going to make it tomorrow. You've got to build a base of clients. So let's just say that you've done well and you've worked your way up to a base of 100 clients, and 60 of those clients do it every other week, and you get about $50 from them every month. And then you've got 40 clients who you just do one time a month and you charge them $35 a month. Well, let's see what that math looks like. Well, we have 12 months at $50 per client, which means their value is $600. Now you have 60 of them, so those folks are $36,000 a year. The next folks, you got 12 months at $35, which is $420, and there's 40 of them, which is $16,800. Now together, that's only going to be $5,280. That is a very good business, by the way. So if you're coming from another job where you don't even make that, maybe you make $20,000, $30,000, guess what? Picking up dog poo is a $50,000 a year business. That's kind of crazy alone, but we're not done yet because we want to get to 100,000, right? There's also once and dones where people they just have you come in, clean it up, and they're done. They just want to use you one time. And what if you picked up 5 of these people a week at the $50? That's $250 a week extra you're picking up for these once and dones. There's 50 weeks out of the year. There's 52, but we're going to take a couple vacations in here, right? No sense working ourselves to the bone. So we're working 50 weeks. So that's going to be an additional $12,500 to your sales. And now we're up to $75,000 picking up dog poo. That's crazy. Now, at this point, you have to make a decision. You want to get to that 100,000. So do you do more customers yourself? Like, do you take on even more? Now, keep in mind, these jobs aren't hour-long jobs. They're 15, 20 minutes, half hour. So you are cramming in a lot of jobs in a day. So you can have the ability to grow and to take on even more clients, if you will. But you also have another option. You can do this. You can bring on a buddy, and you can have this buddy work for you 3 days a week for 15 hours a week. That's it. Just 3 days a week, 15 hours, 5-hour days, right? And let's just say you're going to be nice and you're going to pay your buddy $15 an hour to help you pick up dog poo. Well, $15 an hour for 15 hours a week, you're paying your buddy $225 to help you with your dog poo business. And guess what? They pick up 8 more customers you're able to satisfy. And let's just say it's at an average of $25. Well, those 8 more customers you're picking up a week at $25 is $200. And because you're doing it 3 days a week, that's an additional $600 a week that you're picking up. But you remember, you're also paying your buddy. So the $600 minus the $225 you pay your buddy means your company is going to pick up $375 a week in addition because you grabbed that buddy and had him help you out. Well, let's take a look at how that adds up for the company. Times the 50 weeks, guess what? That's an additional $18,000. And when we add that to our total, now we're up to $94,050. And I know we want to get to $100,000. So now if you had your 2 buddies helping you out for just 15 hours a week, guess what? You're over that $100,000 really easily. And guess what? You have built yourself a $100,000 dog poop business. But don't forget, you must act like a business as well. You will have costs and expenses that you have to pay out of that money. And we're going to teach you more how to be a better business person here on this YouTube channel. That's what we're all about. But guess what? It's still relatively a cheap business to start and run. You have very low costs associated with this business. And I've actually talked to a few dog poop business owners, and they do really well for themselves. So it's a fantastic business for you to get into. And it's definitely one you should look at because you can build a $100,000 dog poop business. Now, I know what you're thinking. I can't do this. Guess what? Anything is possible. You need to understand that when it comes down to it, it's all about knowing your market, what pain point you're solving for your customers. Because when you just think about dog poop for people, they're not going to really go, what? You're crazy. I ain't gonna pay no one to pick up the dog poop when I can do it myself. You're right. You're not that. They're not your target audience. You're looking for those targeted people that don't have the time, the energy, or the resources to do it themselves. Or maybe they have the money and they just don't want to do it, whatever the case may be. But if you know what pain point you solve, you can pick up those clients and then you can put your services around what it is that those folks need and figure out the frequency that they want. And you need to run the numbers. No matter what the business is, you can take almost any business, turn it into a $100,000 business. You just have to do these 4 things. Know your market, know what pain point you solve, what services you plan to offer, and you need to run those numbers. And if you do it, you can build a $100,000 business, even in some of the weirdest businesses, because whether you think you can or you think you can't, either way, you are right. Henry Ford, you were correct, sir. Now, if you want to start a business, there is a free startup guide link down below that will help you get through it. And if you want even more, there are some training courses out there that are going to help you out. One is to help you start a small business, and one is for you to help you learn your business numbers. But if you like what you see, don't forget to hit the subscribe button, smash that like, and let us know and other people know that you like what you see. And with that, get out there and be the badass business owner that